WCTV football game of the week. We've got the Nolensville Knights against the Summit Spartans. Looks to be a beautiful night for football. Both teams are getting geared up. As you can hear, music's going, crowd's ready. Even on a Labor Day weekend, we've got a lot of fans here. It's Jersey night for the Summit Spartans. They're decked out, looking sharp. Across the way of the field, looks like it's camo night for Nolensville. Bands both geared up, ready to go. Summit Spartans with Coach Coleman coming in, 6A, traditional powerhouses. They're 1-0. Last game they beat was Spring Hill, 13-0. Big time defense stepping up. We'll talk about that in a little bit. And then Nolensville Knights with their new coach, who's not really new. He's been around for a while, Coach Stidham. They lost a game to Lebanon. It was a lot of offense on their side. They drove down and had a chance to come back and win that, but just fell a little short. So very exciting. We'll see what both these teams can do. Doesn't affect their rankings in their divisions, but anything in Wilco when you're fighting against the other two teams, you want to come out on top. So we have Summit kicking off. And we are off. Number 10, we gets it. We're about to return. Let's see what happens here. Gets out to about the 25. Both teams are geared up, ready to go. Nolensville's got the ball first.
And number 23, Andrew McGuire.
We know for Nolensville, they got a very athletic quarterback, Ryan Newell. He's a dual threat, can pass and run, and so he keeps the defense on the back end of their feet.
Nolensville from the 25.
But they're going up against this very, very good defense from the first week that had 4 interceptions total and had 2 from Michael Crutcher that led the defense. Oh, he made a lot out of nothing right there. What a good run by Mike.
Carry by number 2, Ryan Newell.
By Ryan Newell is good. He looked like he might get sacked from the back end, but picked up a first. One of the things that Coach Coleman said in the show the other day was they need to do a better job of fundamentals, is tackling, blocking, and that's a good example of just not doing that, and that's probably frustrating him to no end. So a good little pass out for about 7-8 yards.
Newell's pass complete. Complete to number 1, Oliver Bender.
That's what we know about Nolensville is they've got an offense that can move. They've got very, very good wide receivers, 2 or 3 of them that are able to get open and do a little bit with the ball after the catch. That was Oliver Bender. So 2nd and 2. It's a good early drive by Nolensville. A handoff, nice opening there. Another first down. Handed off to Walker Guerin.
Lift Masai on the carry. Tackled by number 12, Will Gebhardt. First down.
Sorry, that was Tristan Lemexi. The first down. Early on, Nolensville looks like they have full control of the offense and knowing what they want to do. Let's see if Summit can step up and make a big play here. Another handoff to number 23. Good, strong run. Close to the first down. Might just be a little short, maybe about a yard.
And number 6, Sean Owens.
You know, Coach Stidham was talking about this is first year here, and they just kind of came on board right around dead period, so they didn't have a whole lot of time to pull things together. But he felt like the first week was solid, and they just want to improve a little bit more with this game, and it looks like they have. It's good pressure on the edge. No, he ruled him out of bounds. It's a good, solid pass, though, down the field.
Correction, incomplete. Third down.
So we got a 3rd down and 2. Let's see what the Knights decide to do. They got some options of running it straight up or doing a little play fake and see if they can pass it. I know they got a lot of confidence in Ryan Newell make those decisions. That's a close. He looks like he might just be a tad short. It's good combined tackle.
Number 44, Max Nakel. And number 55, Nolanville.
Yeah, Max Nakel and 55, Neelan Wolk. Made a solid tackle. Looks like it's just a bit short. 4th down and inches. They're keeping the offense on the field.
Make some noise, Summit fans. It's 4th down.
Quick little snap, number 40. Oh, he's wide open. He's gone. Wow. There's a flag on the play, though. That was number 40, Andrew Harrison, but we'll wait and see. False start. Illegal shift, on the Nolensville. That's going to be coming back. Looks like somebody didn't get set. It was such a quick play. I'm not sure they had time to get everybody ready. This might change what they decide to do. Yeah. He got behind real quick and took that snap, but wasn't really fully set. So Nolan's decided to punt the ball.
Deep to receive for Summit. Number 2, Michael Crutcher.
Michael Crutcher is a kind of be everything on that football team for Summit. Very, very athletic. It's a high punt. Everybody gets out of the way on that one. And flag on the play. Wait to see what they call. It was not the best of punts. Once they saw it, they told everybody to just kind of move away, let it land.
DeBoer, we have a sideline warning on Summit. Their first warning of the game.
That is an early warning for Summit. So, like we said, Summit came in here to this game after beating Spring Hill 13-0 with a lot of defense.
First down, Summit.
Nolensville got to move a lot, but then they stepped up. But we need to see what kind of they can do with the offense. Coach Coleman said they needed to do just a little bit better with the fundamentals. Blocking, setting up the run. We know they want to run the ball. That's kind of, they run the ball to set up the pass. Number 9, Davis Smith, sophomore. Right away we see that run.
Carry by number 4,
Jackson Crink.
Tackled by number 11, William Tomlinson. Second down.
These teams are kind of polar opposites coming in. One was more power on the offense, one was better defense, and so we'll kind of see. Nolan's had over 200 yards passing, over 140 yards rushing, and defense with 4 takeaways. They felt really good about what they did, but see if he can get around this corner. It's good defense by stringing him out.
By number 2, Michael Crutcher.
You'll hear Michael Crutcher's name a lot tonight. Plays on both sides. Very athletic.
Third down.
We got a 3rd and a long 2. 2 split out to the right. Good little turn by the wide receiver there. That's a good first down. Good play call. Nice catch by number 13, Zach Lamb. You know, we got the offensive coordinator, Kerry Collins. Many of you have ever heard that name before. Former Titan quarterback. He's out there for Summit calling the plays. It's well done. We also know Nolensville is a little bit up for this game because their former head coach, Coach Derrick, is on the other sidelines, was hired by Summit, so that might be fuels the rivalry a little bit. Oh, a fumble, but he picked it right back up. Now he's scrambling. Lost a couple yards on that one with the loss of the ball. Tried a little misdirection handoff and just did not hold on to it.
Second down from the 30.
So we got second down and 12. Like we said, they want to set the pass up by running the ball real well. And it just hasn't happened so far, but it's early. We'll see what happens. Davis Smith keeps it himself, picks up maybe 2 back to the first down line.
Davis Smith on the carry.
So about 3rd and 10. Again, it's just Williamson County on a Friday night. It's pretty amazing. The stands on both sides are pretty packed. You know, you're looking at a Labor Day weekend when a lot of people are heading to the beach or going somewhere to see family. All those people that are listening on the radio and the TV, a little shout out to them. Good job for keeping up with the game. Here we go with the 3rd and 9. He's got a lot of time, but those closed in on him real quick. Nolensville dropped back looking for the ball pass. Davis tried to get to that first, but those linebackers closed in on him and shut him down about 2 yards short, right at the 45. Looks more like 3 yards. They got it 2, but it's a long, long 2. Looks like they're coming in to punt.
Stop fourth on the punt for Summit.
Owen stop fourth is coming in to punt.
Keep to receive number 10, Josh Hicks.
Josh Hicks is back for Nolensville. Good punt, fair catch. Making sure everything's safe. Right, short of the 25, about the 20. A little extra going on the sidelines. A little extra block. Nobody's hurt, no fouls.
Punt from Owen Stockford. Costa Vida over in the crossings. Serving you the ultimate.
Very good punt to flip the field a little bit. Put Nolensville back on the 24, 23-yard line.
First and 10, Nolensville from the 23.
One of the things Coach Coleman said that this team for the Spartans look good for the future. They are very young, lots of sophomores. He was saying at any given time they'd have 6 sophomores on the defense. And that's a lot to try to keep in the game, make sure everybody gets their spots and know where to be, especially with an offense like Nolensville has who can have some misdirection and confuse people. Oh, no. The Summit did a very good job of closing that down. They saw that right away. Nolensville lost a couple yards. Got about 2nd and 12 or so.
Second down.
Like we said, it's 2nd and 12. Drop back to pass. A lot of movement. It's a decent pass. He just didn't bring it in.
Newell's pass falls incomplete.
Dalton Odell couldn't bring it in.
Broken up by number 5, Bryan Jones. 3rd down.
That was a good defensive play. I don't think he ever fully had control of it, but Ryan Jones came in, to knock it out. So we got 3rd down and 12. This is a good spot for the Summit Spartans to kind of hold them and maybe do a good job after that punt to flip the field and get some good yardage. We got 3 out wide. Boy, he can run. Look at this. He is tough to bring down. Ryan Newell, very athletic, very slippery.
Number 2, Ryan Newell on the carry.
He turns nothing into a whole lot of something there. One of the things Coach Coleman said about the quarterback is he's very athletic and very hard to tackle. We just saw that right there. He was hit 2-3 times. Close face mask, but he wasn't called. And they just couldn't bring him down. He turned, you know, looked like a gain of 1 or 2 into 1st down at the 50, close to. We got 3 minutes and 50 seconds left. The first, 0-0 against the Nolensville Knights and the Summit Spartans. Fumble on the play. Oh, looks like they're calling it. Spartans called it. They got it. There's another turnover. This defense loves that.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by number 55, Nayland Wolk.
55, Nayland Wolk picked that up. That's one of the things that they're very proud of, even in the second game, is those turnovers. And Coach Stidham said that they really had to do a good job of taking care of the ball, making sure they weren't going to have any mistakes, because they had those mistakes. They knew it would hurt them. So,
1st down.
Good thing for Nolensville that was at the 48 and not back at the 22. So here we go. Let's see what the Summit Spartans can do on offense. See if he can get to the outside. He does not. Good, strong tackle.
Carried by number 4, Jackson Krinke.
Tackled by Jimmy Marzullo.
Tackled by number 20, Jimmy Marzullo. 2nd down.
He's one of the guys that Coach Coleman talked about being a solid player. Excuse me, Coach Stidham talked about being a solid player. Really a leader on that defensive side. Looked like the Spartans had a chance to get to the outside, but he shut that down pretty quick. We got a 2nd and 12. Fumble on the ball, just didn't get it, and Nolensville gets it back. It's not what you wanted. It looked like he held onto that ball a little too long when should have let go of it.
On the play. Recovered by number 72, Braden Holland. 1st and 10, Nolensville.
So again, both teams and coaches talked about how just the fundamentals, it's hard to get in on the second game. They're still working through some of the issues they've had. Coach Coleman talked about how young they are and mistakes they're making, and then Coach Stidham talked about how they had very little time to come in and work with these kids. So we might be seeing a little bit of that. Delay a game.
Prior to the snap, delay a game on the offense at the 5-yard penalty remains 1st down.
You know, I was going to mention it early, but it seems like Nolensville seems a little bit slow coming out of the sidelines of the offense. It seems like they're trying to make the calls and do whatever, and they're just not giving the offense much time to come out and make that play. But we'll see if that changes later on now that they've had that delay of game. That's a better tackle, but he still picked up quite a bit of yardage. It's going to be 3rd and 2. Ryan Newell, quarterback, junior, 5'11", 170. He runs a whole lot bigger than that. He is a tough one to bring down.
2nd down, 2 from the 35.
So we got a 2nd and 2 with about 2 minutes left in the first. Nolensville driving on the Summit half, about the 35-yard line. Did he catch it? They're saying that he did, yes. There's nice hands on the sidelines there by number 1.
Pass to number 1,
Oliver Bender
complete.
got underneath the ball.
For a Nolensville first down.
First down. Being left-handed,
From the 26.
it's obvious if you're watching the game, he loves to roll out that left side, but he's got a good, strong arm and can complete that pass. Seems like when he's going to the right, he's going to pull it back down and run it. Just makes sense. Nolensville on the 26 with a nice little drive after the turnover, fumble. They got back on the Spartan side. Number 2, what a good job by Michael Crutcher shutting that down quickly.
Pass complete to number 5, Andrew Ryan. Tackled by number 2, Michael Crutcher.
Andrew Ryan had nowhere to go. Crutcher's one of those, like I talked about before, who is
Second down.
very athletic, saw that. They had a nice block on the outside, but it just couldn't develop. So we got a 2nd and 8. With a little bit over a minute left in the game. Oh, he dropped back to pass, and the ball just came out of his hands. He bought back on the ball, though. That's good. It just slipped out of his hands. Looked like he was trying to go a little too fast. That's what you want out of your quarterback when he makes a mistake. You want him to jump right back on that ball. So, but he lost a lot of yardage on that. They'll go from 2nd and 8 to, well, it's too much for me to do. I'm just a social studies teacher. Hold on a second. It's 3rd and very long, let's say. 3rd and 27. There it is. Thank you, scoreboard. Appreciate that. Let's see what they can do. He pulls it down to run, but they got him early on. They saw it coming.
Tackled by number 18, Ryan Ellis.
Yeah, Ryan Ellis got in there.
Nolensville, 4th down.
I think 86 got in there as well. Caden Booker. So that's going to take us to the end of the first. Good battle back and forth. Obviously no points, but turnovers were a big factor in that. Both teams looked like they started kind of gaining momentum.
To the 10-yard line for a special presentation. Summit Gridiron Club President Robert Bird is presenting tonight's game sponsorship plaque to Jay and Randy Ann Sears, founder of Evolve Movement Therapy. Thank you, Jay and Randy Ann and the Evolve team, for your continued support of Summit football. And go Spartans!
Well, let's see what both these coaches can do after seeing each other in the first. See if they can make some changes. They kind of see the tendencies. We knew what was going to happen coming into this game. It wasn't a surprise to anybody with the offense Nolanville has and the defense that Summit has. But those turnovers, no matter what you do, no matter how you set it up, turnovers change everything. Both coaches earlier today talked about that. You just harp on it and say fundamentals, 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 but until the kids get out there and do it, you just don't know. So we got Nolensville ready to punt from about the 45. Last punt was not one of the best. Let's see if he can get off a better one. Much, much better. Angles, fair catch, down about the 11, 12-yard line.
Fair catch by number 2, Michael Crutcher. It'll be first down, Summit.
Well, as we said, they are a run-first offense, and they have not really done a good job of setting that up for the most part, but let's see if they can get it going. They love to have a long drive here, just run after run and set up the pass. Just like Nolensville's defense would like to keep them there, pin them back, and get the yardage back. Little misdirection, 14 for a run. They shut them down pretty quick, though. Maybe pick up a 2 or 3.
Carry by number 14, Jackson Hunsinger.
Every time they call a name, and I look at the list, it says sophomore, which we know. It's a good solid run up the middle.
Carry by number 3, Charles Williams.
Picked up 4 or 5 yards. Be a short third. Oh, a flag, a late flag coming in.
By number 11, William Tomlinson.
You know, there have been a couple plays that have just been a little chippy, kind of a little extra after. I don't know if this has anything to do with that. On the one punt, there was a little block out of bounds that was late. Ryan Newell, last play, kind of went down, and Newland Walk kind of was late hitting him. I don't think it was on purpose, but it was a little bit afterwards. He kind of didn't like it too much. Here, let's see what the refs have to say about this.
Dead ball, personal foul, number 66 of the offense. Dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct, number 6 of the defense. Those penalties offset. Third down.
Well, it's one of those things that most football fans just don't like, and that's the offsetting penalties. You feel like somebody should get something, but they don't. So here we go. We stay where we are. But that's kind of the extra stuff that's been going on a little bit. I'm sure the coaches don't like it. They want their players to be smart and not do that. We've got 3rd and 4, a little under 11 minutes left. Pulls it back to pass. He's going long. He's got somebody open. Great catch. There we are. We called his name earlier, Michael Crutcher. He opened up. Really good pass. Michael Crutcher, it's obvious he is the emotional leader of this team. They talked about him many, many times. He's getting a quick breather. I'm sure he'll be right back in. That was a quick play down the field.
First down.
First down on the Knights' side of the field, on the 48. Like they said, you set up the run, pass by the run. Handoff to number 3, cuts up the field, good run.
Carry by number 3, Charles
Picked
Williams.
up about 7.
Tackled by number 2, Bryan Duell.
Charles Williams, a junior, 5'9", 170 running back. It was a good little cut he had up the field. So there's 2nd and 4. Hey, shut that down. Nolensville saw it coming. It was a high snap that came real quick. It was tough for him to handle.
Williams carries.
David Smith was very lucky to get that down as quick as he did. But looks like they might have lost a yard on that one. So we got about 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, lost 2.
3rd down from the 39.
We got 9 minutes left in the game. Drops back to pass. Just couldn't get it there. It's good, solid defense from Nolensville.
Pass was intended for number 11, Sean Mitchell.
The student body of the Summit Spartans are into the game. Look great with those jerseys on. Now I can't hear Nolensville's side, but I can see him bouncing up and down into the game as well with all the camouflage. You know, we always say that in Williamson County, these student body, they just get up for every single game. They really get into it. It's great to see. Nice high punt. Oh, almost hit Nolensville, number 7. Almost hit Caden Wood. That's a great punt. Got a great bounce. Wasn't the best early on, but got a nice bounce toward it. right down to about the 5-6 yard line.
Sofie over in the crossings, serving you the ultimate fresh mix made from scratch daily.
Well, this is where we see Summit coming out and just probably thinking this is a great time to get after the quarterback. A good, strong defense, maybe get another turnover because they're so deep. We'll see what happens. That was Zach playing players earlier with Michael Crutcher, excuse me, come up real quick, making that play. He saw it early. He comes up limping a little bit. He looks okay, though.
And number 2, Michael Crutcher.
You wonder if Coach Stidham's trying to set something up there with that play, making the DBs jump kind of quick. They do a little pump fake or something. Who knows what'll open up down the field, but we'll see. 2nd and 8. That was a tough 2 yards. Got to run to the left side. Good, strong blocking.
On the carry.
And that is a first down, moving the sticks. Good, solid run.
Tackled by number 28, Landon Perrin.
Tell you what made that play was the blocking down the field by those wide receivers. Really kind of held up the DBs, gave them a little room to move. We got 7.5 left. A 0-0 game here on a beautiful night. Big hole up the middle. A good job by number 16 there, Dawson Peach. If he didn't get him there could have been another 5, 10, 15 yards because that hole was huge. Clock continues to run. 2nd and 6. Let's see if they'll open this up a little bit, let Ron Newell use his arm. They do. Oh, almost. Almost a pick. Again, number 7, Bo Hicks. They have jumped on that one. That's why I didn't see the game last week, but when you hear about the 4 interceptions, you see why. These DBs for Summit are active. They see the play quickly, and they don't mind going after it. So we got a 3rd and 6. You know, Nolanville probably wants to try something, but they want to be a little cautious with where they are on the field. They don't want to make a mistake or turn it over where it gives it a short field to Summit. Great little pass up the middle, boy. He's got a lot of yards. Great pass, hard to bring down. Oh, he could not bring him down. Number 1, Oliver Bender, all the way to the end zone. Good crossing pattern. Saw it the whole way open and then shedded a couple tackles to get there. It's not going to make Coach Coleman happy because he knows they got to bring them down. That's just a good, strong run after the catch. Yeah. I said maybe they didn't want to be too risky with that play, but it looks like they didn't mind opening it up from where they were. J.D. Coleman with the kick up through the middle. And we have the visitors leading the game with 6:30 left in the first half. Great run. Just you can't tackle a kid like that. He's so tall and strong down by the legs. We got 3 back. Summit. So with 6:30 left, Nolensville with a solid pass and long run takes the lead 7-0. Jackson Hutzinger's back in the middle, waiting for the ball. Low kick, gets it at the 5. He's got a lot of room to run. Good coverage by Nolensville. Got out to about 25, that's not too bad. With 6:24 left, I'm sure Coach Coleman wants to see the offense do a little more than they've done.
First and 10 Spartans from the 25.
Looked like a good strong run, but it only picked up about 1. That's that blocking that Coach Coleman was talking about. It just needs to be a little bit better than what they saw last week. Nolensville doing a great job of stopping the run, kind of a lot of players jumping in the holes to make sure there's no openings. We got 2nd and 9 with under 6 minutes. Last thing that Summit wants to do is get the ball right back to Nolensville with that kind of offense they've got. There's a good strong run.
Williams on the carry.
Charles Williams gets us out to about 5 left, 3rd and 4. But again, they'd like to have more of a short yardage situation at this point. They'd rather, just like everybody else, rather have 3rd and 1, 3rd and 2 than that 4. That's a tough yardage for a team that's a running team. A little pressure on the quarterback. Picked off right there, number 10 from Nolensville. Josh Hicks. He's got a chance to go. No, he stopped right there at the 25, but there's a late flag on the play. We'll see what happens. Not sure it's going to affect the interception, but we'll see.
The pass is intercepted by number 10, Josh Hicks.
Dalton Odell was flabbergasted that they would have thrown a flag. He didn't understand. Let's see what the call is.
After the interception, holding number 6 on the return play.
That's why he didn't like it.
10-yard penalty from the start of the foul. First out.
So that takes them from about the 25-yard line all the way back, because it spotted the foul. So that goes all the way back to the 49 of Nolensville. Big call. But I tell you what, Nolensville is not going to have a problem taking that interception. Get the ball back with about a little under 5 minutes left. Get a chance to maybe put this to 14-0 before half. Stretch it out a little bit. Ryan Newell comes out. He's had a good first half. Holds on to the ball. Big hole. Gets a first down. Flag again. Looks like it's going to be on Nolensville. A little extra after the play. Coach Stidham is not going to be happy about that, because they had a good first down, good solid run, and it's just all for nothing. It's going to come back. Just got to be a little bit smarter than that.
Personal foul, number 71 of the offense. That's a 15-yard penalty from the previous spot. Repeat, first down.
I think they're trying to play through the end of till the whistle, and it's just a little too much a couple times, and they're just getting caught doing it. They just got to play to the whistle and kind of play to that edge, but not go past it. So we've got 1st and 25 for Nolensville with about 4.5 left, and we have another flag, maybe a little false start.
To the snap, false start, number 17 of the offense. That's a 5-yard penalty. Remains first out.
So we go from first down at the 49. And after 2 penalties, we're back to the 29. First down at 29. At least it's first down. Gives them a chance to pick up some yardage. We know they can after that last play for a touchdown. They're able to pick up a lot of yardage and real quick. Not afraid to do it. Ryan Newell, boy, he is strong runner. He picks up a lot of yardage on that one.
Newell on the carry. Tackled by number 6, Sean Owens.
So he picks up about 15 or so. We'll see what the actual official call is, but
number 20, Clayton Thompson.
it is hard to defend against a dual quarterback who can run it or pass it at any moment. Kind of puts you on edge and not know which way to go. You don't want to come after him because you're afraid he's going to pass it. If you come after him, then he will. Handoff. Number 2, Ryan Newell. I don't know if all of you out there can hear that, but a little Sweet Caroline, there's nothing wrong with that. Everybody loves it and gets into it. So we got a 3rd and 11 with just under 3 minutes. Again, let's see if they're going to open it up or kind of be safe on this play. It looks like they're going to open it up. He's looking long. Right across the middle again, but he did not bring it in. Number 8, Trey Walker. It was a good, solid pass.
For number 8, Trey Walker, incomplete.
Maybe just a little bit behind him, but he probably should have brought that in. But it was.
4th down.
Tell you what, this offense of Nolensville is not afraid to sling it around no matter where they are on the field. So that's going to give, without any mistakes, ball back to Summit with a little under 3 minutes. But I'm not sure what they're going to be able to do with it with the way the offense has been. Very, very good punt from there. Lets it go. Lands at the 15, rolls down to the 10. Excellent punt. Just what Nolensville wanted. So we got 2:29 left, 7-0. Nolensville, the visitors, were leading the home team of Summit.
Spartans from the 10.
It is a beautiful night out here. If you're in a car going somewhere, if you're in the house watching this game, go outside. Unplug the TV, take it on the back porch, take it somewhere because it is gorgeous. Handoff, number 3. Picks up.
Carried by number 3, Charles Williams.
Nothing at all. Back to the line of scrimmage. Got a 2nd and 10.
2nd down.
Clock's running down to about 2 minutes. I'm sure that the Spartans would be quite all right to get this game into half, not giving the ball back to Nolensville. Only down by 7. See if they can come back and change a little bit. That is a good, strong tackle by number 50.
By number 14, Jackson Hunsinger.
Jake Sentel made that tackle. He's one of the players that Coach Coleman spotted for Nolensville, saying that he's a really, really good outside linebacker. Comes around the edge. We saw that right there.
Nolensville, their first time out of the half.
Well, we can see what Nolensville is doing here. 3rd and 11. Nolensville calls timeout, stopping the clock. Obviously, they'd love to get that ball back. They feel pretty confident about what they can do with it.
Summit Gridiron Club and Chick-fil-A for providing today's pregame meal.
Should be an
Head
interesting.
over to Chick-fil-A and try the new Pretzel Cheddar Club, now available for a limited time. You'll get one before they're gone.
We got a score update while we're waiting. We got Brentwood High School playing Brentwood Academy. Currently, Brentwood Academy, if I get my stats right from Coach Brees, it's 14-0. Brentwood Academy is leading Brentwood High School. A shout out to Paul Brees for sending that in. Oh, everybody's pointing at each other, see what the call is. Looked like Nolensville jumped a little early, but we'll see. It's always hard to tell.
False start, number 77 on the offense.
False start.
5-yard penalty remains, 3rd down.
I always love seeing that when the false start or they jump a little early. Everybody just jumps up and starts pointing at each other. Can't be me, it's got to be you. It looks like it was Summit, pushes them back a little bit more. Now we got 3rd and 16. And we have another flag on the play.
Prior to the snap, false start, number 52 of the offense. Half the distance to the goal remains.
Summit is not going to be happy with how this half is going to end. I know Coach Coleman won't be, because he talked about just the simple things, the fundamentals, doing it right. And they just have not done the right things in the first half. Maybe they can come out of the second half and kind of clean it up a little bit, but they put themselves in a tough spot right here. 3rd and 17. He's going to keep it. Gets out to about the 9.
Davis Smith on the carry.
We get a
Tackled by number 11, William Tomlinson.
quick timeout, obviously, by Nolensville. Stop that clock. It's always risky to go after the punter. You never know what's going to happen, but we'll see. But it's a great night to see this game between a 5A and 6A team. What you see is that both teams have made the playoffs year after year, and that there's not much difference between the two of them when it comes to talent and playing. Obviously, Nolensville's got the offense a little bit more tonight, but might change in the second half. But it's great to see these two Williamson County teams going after it. Doesn't affect the standings anyway in 5A and 6A, but it's still a little bit of a feather in your cap to kind of know that you defeated another Williamson County team, because you know how hard it is to play in this county and the kind of level of football that we have. Well, they kind of came after it. It was a soft road, but it was a high punt. Let's see if he catches it. Yeah, he catches it. He's going to run it back. He stumbles a little bit. He picked up about 5 or 6 yards after that. Ooh. Nolensville with 125 gets the ball at the 35-yard of Summit. That is lots and lots of time to do something. They can get it close. Coach Stidham said that he was very happy with the special teams play last week. So they can get anywhere close as we can see what the kicker does. If not, they'd probably still have to just punch it in and get up 14-0. Ooh. Oh. All right, Ryan Newell obviously is in the backfield. He's got the ball. He's passing. Good quick pass out to number 40. Andrew Harrison, tight end, junior.
Tackle by number 10, Brody King.
Brody King with the tackle. Quick offense. He's going long. He's so wide open. Oh, somebody's coverage was done there. Somebody missed something somewhere. That's a quick touchdown. That took less than 30 seconds. Nolensville goes up currently 13-0. Two Summit defenders look like they bid on the same play. Some confusion. That was an easy touchdown for Nolensville. Oh, not a very good kick. Looked like something wrong with the snap and the hold. J.D. Kuhlman missed it low. So something positive going into the half for Summit. It's only 13-0, 57 seconds left. You had, on that replay there, I just saw, we had 3 Summit defenders on one wide receiver and let the other wide receiver go. Looked like Oliver Bender again. We got another update from the Brentwood High School game against Brentwood Academy. Brentwood Academy just scored again, leading BHS 21-0. Thanks, Coach Brees. We got another update. Currently, from what I see on Williamson County Sports, is Page is up 13-7 over Green Hill. That was with Jonathan Baba with a 29-yard field goal, put them up 13-7. So we're back to this game. A short kick, no make mistakes.
The kick received by number 16, Dawson Peach. First and 10 Summit from the 33.
So we're in the second quarter, 1st and 10 for Summit. They have tried to establish this run, which we knew that they wanted to do, but they just haven't gotten it going yet. So they might have to try to go. If they start getting down anymore, they might have to move that pass, and I know they're not very comfortable with that, and so let's see what they can do. Nolensville feels like they can pin the ears back. We got a flag. You know, that first quarter was pretty clean. Second quarter has not been as clean.
Illegal substitution on the defense. 12 men on the field.
12 men on the field from Nolensville. There's a positive for Summit. And the Summit fans are letting them know, letting them hear it. They're having a conference down on the field. Looks like they got everything figured out. Moving the ball back.
There is no penalty for an illegal substitution.
Changed their mind. You know, they never really explain why. It's kind of confusing, but it's okay. I mean, that's why they wear the striped shirts. They get paid the big bucks. But we're back to 1st and 10, no harm, no foul. And then we have another false start. It looks like they jumped a little early from the line. Maybe 77.
Prior to the snap, false start number 77 of the offense. That's a 5-yard penalty. Remains first down.
So we go from a 5-yard penalty to Nolensville back to the line of scrimmage. Now 5 yards back for Summit. Now we got 1st and 15 and still 56 seconds left. All right, let's see if we can get this going. Nice pass, number 13 right there. Zach Lamb.
Pass complete to number 13, Zach Lamb.
He did a good job of coming back to the ball. The quarterback did a very good job of kind of moving into space.
Number 10, Josh Hicks. 2nd down.
Like you might have heard Josh Hicks with the tackle. Clock stops. 49 seconds. He caught the ball. That's a really good, strong pass. Looked like his arm got hit a little bit by number 50 coming in for Nolensville. But he didn't get enough of it, but he completed it. And again to Zach Lamb.
That's a Roberts Toyota first down Spartans.
That's something positive right here. Timeout Spartans. Got to feel a little bit better about this half. Those last 2 plays. 37 seconds left. 1st and 10.
Toyota is your hometown Toyota dealer.
Ball's on the 47.
For 50 years, and we remain your family-owned, locally run dealership of choice.
Just can't talk over Guns N' Roses. Just can't do it. All right, we got 37 seconds left. A lot of pressure. Oh, a little dump pass. Lots of room. Here we go. Can you get the first? Oh, stopped him right at about 2 yards short. A little extra.
Timeout Summit, the 2nd timeout of the half.
It's a good little dump pass to Sean Mitchell, who picked up quite a bit of yardage on there. But just about 2 yards short of the first. 2nd and 8. 2nd and 2, excuse me. With 29 seconds left. You know, even if Summit doesn't come away with any points from this, they at least got to be going into halftime feeling a little bit better about their offense and be able to move it. Because really, it's been slow going on that run, but the last 2-3 passes have been very well executed, got them some yardage. So we'll see if they can open it up a little bit. Make Nolensville a little bit uncomfortable on the defensive side. Here we go, 2nd and 2 with 29 seconds left. Now jumped across the line, number 50. This time they did not move. It's an easy first down for Summit.
Prior to the snap, encroachment number 50 of the defense. That's a 5-yard penalty. The result is a first down.
He did that earlier and got away with it because the offensive lineman moving, but this time they stayed down in their stance and picked up an easy first down. They're at the 40-yard line. Long pass, incomplete. It's interesting to see that because it looked like he had quite a bit of yardage in front of him to run, but he chose to pass.
Intended for number 2, Michael Crutcher.
You can understand why he was going to try to go for Michael Crutcher. He's sort of a
2nd down.
All-star on this team, sort of both sides of the ball, very athletic. But it was good coverage by Nolensville. He was not open. Actually had 2 guys over there covering him. A lot of pressure coming up. Just a little high, trying to go after that. Number 14, Jackson Hutzinger.
For Hunsinger. Incomplete.
So we got 3rd and 10. Davis Smith, not sure what the play call was. He had to come to the sidelines to talk to coaches. He's come back in with only about 10 seconds left on the play clock. We'll see if they get this off. Down to 5. Down to 1. Got it off just with a second left. A lot of pressure on the outside. Looked like he was trying to do the old jump pass and just held on to it and got a few yardage. He just comes up short of the first. Got Oh, I missed that, guys. That must have been a late hit out of bounds. He was obviously going out of bounds and wasn't trying to turn up the field. Again, penalties have really hurt both these teams. So you go from 2-3 yards short of a first down and 4th down to 1st and 10 with 10 seconds left. The ball's on the 19. They got a chance for maybe 1 or 2 more plays if they can pull it off quickly. If not, they can go for that field goal. And with the missed extra point, makes it a little bit closer than what Nolensville would like to have. But it's got to be a quick play. It's going long for the ball. And it's incomplete in the corner end zone. 5 seconds left. That was a kind of a slow developing play. Let's see what
for number 13, Zach Lamb.
Decision they make right here. Keeping the offense on the field, not singing the kicker out. So one last play. Either get in or you don't. Oh, we have a change, something here. Here we go. Yeah, coach is probably rethinking that play with 5 seconds. See if they are just calling them over to make sure they know what they're doing in this play or going to send the kicker out. Doesn't look like they're going to send the kicker out, so they're going to play this out and see if they can put it in the end zone. Ball's on the 19 or so. Kind of wanted to see what was set up. Nolensville takes a quick timeout. 3rd and final. Smart play. See if they change anything on the Spartan side. It's obvious they just wanted to see what kind of scheme they were coming out, lining up, looking like. Set up, here we go. Got Nolensville's got 3 back in the end zone, obviously defending that area because that's where they have to go with only 5 seconds left. There's the snap. And gets pulled down. Doesn't get a chance to even get the pass off. Pulled down by number 72. Braden Holland. That's the end of the first half. Going into halftime, we got visitors of Nolensville up 13-0 against Spartans. We come back, we'll see if there's any changes that can be made. All right, welcome back to the Friday night football game on WCTV between the Nolensville Knights and the Summer Spartans. I'm Clarke Oldham. It's been a good first half. It's obvious both teams are trying to work through their new systems that are going on. There have been a few mistakes, a few fumbles, but it's a great night, as you can see from that shot. A little shout out before we start the second half to the camera crew and everybody on WCTV. They did a great job in the first half, and I have no doubt they'll do a great job in the second half as well. So I think both teams are coming out. Nolensville wants to keep up that momentum. They had a really good couple of drives. Passing was working, hard to get that quarterback down. That quarterback that they've got at Nolensville, Ryan Newell, he's athletic and made Summit's defense, made it difficult for them to keep him sort of in the pocket. And I think Summit's got to feel pretty good about coming into the second half, and that drove it down to about the 15 or 20-yard line or so and just decided to go for it instead of kicking it. But it was a nice drive. But, again, it was helped out by Nolensville's mistakes with a late hit on the outside. Both coaches, Stidham and Coleman, probably want to clean it up a little bit, less penalties, less flags being thrown. But here we go in the second half. Nolensville kicking off right to left. And 3 back for Summit. Not even going to try. Let it go in the end zone. Great solid kick. And Summit will get the ball.
The kick goes into the end zone for a touchback. It'll be 1st and 10 Summit.
In the first quarter, Summit stuck to their offensive mindset of run, run, run. Got a few good plays, but wasn't really anything that they would probably be happy about. In the second half, they had to open it up a little bit, down by 13. So they know they can, so let's see what they bring to the second half and try to push back on this Nolanville defense that's got to feel pretty confident with keeping them to 0 in the first. Much better run, much better block, and you'll make Coach Coleman happy with that. That's a great start. Second half for Summit. First down.
That's enough for Roberts Toyota. First down, Spartans.
That's number 11. Sean Mitchell on the first. Pulled him down from behind, 72. It's a nice solid play by Braden Holland. He just didn't get going on that one. He stumbled a little bit up to start and couldn't get his feet under him. Just made it a little bit easier for him to get him from behind. It's 2nd and 9. Nolensville sort of stacking the box. Kind of know what to expect on that run. Picked up a couple there, maybe just 1 or 2, and then 3rd and 8. Again, not the best place to be for this kind of offense, but they've showed us that they can pass it down the field. Zach Lamb had a really good first half. Let's see if they can go back to him. He's split out wide right. They got 4 wide. A lot of pressure. Looks like he went out of bounds before he got the pass off. You know, the Spartan fan base, they want to get into this game. They just don't have anything going right now that can get them interested in that game. They want to cheer. They want to get behind the team. But here's another quick out plays. And so Summit's here to punt it again. We've got number 6 back. Dalton Odell is going to return the ball for Nolensville. Looks like he called a fair catch.
That's a Costa Vida punt from Owen Stufford.
Placing the ball on the 32-yard line.
First and 10, Nolensville from the 32.
You know, they may change some things up, but I don't see why they would with kind of the success they had with the run and pass, and they really had them on the heels a little bit. They didn't know with this quarterback being so good with running, pulling it down. It's just, again, it makes it so hard to know what he's going to do because he's good at both passing and running. Not a whole lot there, just a yard.
On the carry. Tackled by number 55, Nolanville, and number 10, Brody King.
They stuffed that really well. Brody King came up with a good, solid tackle.
Second down, 9.
And like I said in the first, that's what Coleman wants from this team, Coach Coleman. He just wants them to be fundamentally sound and come up and make those tackles. And the first half, a lot of times they just didn't. They'd get a hands on the quarterback or hands on a running back, but just couldn't bring him down. 23 goes out wide. Quick little pass to him. There's a lot of open. That's a first down, looks like. That's a good setup play.
Complete to number 23, Tristan Liftmasai. Tackled by number 18, Ryan Ellis, and number 12, Will Gebhardt.
That was Oliver Bender out there with a nice block downfield that really opened it up. Oliver Bender's had a very, very good night tonight. We're already down under 9 minutes. The clock's running, which I'm sure Nolensville loves. Up by 13. Bender, another pass to him. He is wide open. Good hit. Right at the 40.
Pass complete to number 1, Oliver.
Bo Hicks came up and hit him.
Tackled by number 7, Bo Hicks.
Solid hit, but that was after a 10-yard run and plenty of yards for a first down. Nolanville crossing the midline and getting it down to about the 43. They don't seem to be having any problems right now. I'm sure Coach Stidham at halftime talked about cutting down on those penalties, which slowed or stopped a couple of their drives. They cleaned that up. It looks pretty good for Nolensville. Ron Newell keeps it. Good, solid tackle right there by number 18, Ryan Ellis. Even with that, he picked up about 4, it looks like.
Second down, 8 from the 40.
We got a quick discussion from the refs.
The play clock will be kept on the field.
Something's going on with the play clock. I'm sure you heard that, but it's being kept on the field. So I'm not sure if, yeah, it started right there, but we'll have to be told what the clock's left. So Nolensville. Oh, he better be glad he dropped that because he was about to get hit. They read it again. That's a long, long pass to make. To number 5. Andrew Ryan didn't bring that in, but I doubt he would have gone anywhere. It looks like they had a couple players from Summit ready to come in and take him down pretty quickly. Well, again, they're keeping the clock on the field, so just because you see it at 7:34 doesn't mean it is. So we'll let you know whenever they tell us. So we got 3rd and 8. Ooh, did he make that catch? He sure did. Another Oliver Bender catch. He is really wreaking havoc on the DBs for Summit. And that speed of Newell going to the outside, it just makes it really difficult to defend. Because if you hold back and try to guard the wide receivers, he's just going to open up and run on you. If you try to go after Newell, bring him down, it just opens up the wide receivers for a quick pass like they did. Another first down. It's a good, solid drive for the first time in Nolensville in the second half. Another solid run around the corner from Tristan Lichtenstein. Close to a first down.
Second down 1.
It's the kind of thing that Nolensville would probably love to punch this in and get to 20, and that's quite a big score for Summit and their offense to kind of come back from. They're not an offense that likes to open it up and pass down the field. So Nolensville is feeling very good about themselves with where they are right now.
Josh Hicks carries. Tackled by number 10, Brody King.
It's a good, solid run. Down inside the 10. So we're in the red zone. Clock says 6:58. Not sure if that's right, but it's got to be pretty close. A lot of space right there for Tristan Lexamy. He's picked up a few yards in the second half. It's down to the 1.
Second down goal from the 1.
Again, very, very impressive drive by Nolensville coming out, mixing up good couple long passes, solid runs around the edge. Did he get in? Yes, he did. Here's the raising of the arms. So with the clock saying 6:13 with what's left, Nolensville goes up right now, 19-0. The extra point coming out. Oh, there's a flag. Hold on. I missed that. Wonder what's going on. Maybe it's a little extra like it's been a couple times in the first half. We'll see. He's coming over talking to Coach Coleman.
After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct number 1 of the offense. The score is good. The penalty will be assessed on the kickoff.
Well, that's Oliver Bender right there. He's had a great night, but that's not what Coach Stidham wants him to be doing. Got to be smart. Still got the touchdown. Still good. Just maybe going to give Summit better field position after the kick. J.D. Coleman on for the extra point. High snap, but he got it down, and it is good. So with a little over 6 minutes left, Nolensville goes up 20-0 on a very, very impressive drive all the way down the field. Once again, Ryan Newell running that offense. It looks like he knows it very well. Kind of shows how impressive Coach Stidham and his staff are, because we know they didn't get in there until late. Try to get those kids, and most of them are sophomores and juniors, to understand the offense and be able to run it, and they are looking very, very sharp. I'm also sure that Coach Stidham's very happy about the defense. They gave up quite a few points last week in the loss, but right now, keeping Summit off the boards and having that 0, it's got to make Coach Stidham feel very, very happy. Let's see what Summit and Coach Coleman can do. They're going to have great field position with this. See if they can come back and make this a little bit more of a game than it is right now. right, here we go. Kicking off from the 25 because of that personal foul penalty after the touchdown. One of the biggest things that Nolanville's got to be happy with that drive, too, is just running the clock. Did a great job of just letting the time run. Drops back, gets it to 10. Very good kickoff from where that was. That is solid kickoff coverage. They only got out to the 25 and kicking it from where they were. You would have thought that Summit would have gotten a little bit better field position, but it's okay. It's at the 27. Well, again, like I've said before numerous times, we know they love to run the ball, but at this point, being down 20-0, halfway through the third, they're going to have to do something to kind of open it up. And that's not what they are really wanting to do or feel comfortable doing. As we can see right there, he just threw that ball away. Nobody was open. Got to remember,
Smith passes incomplete.
Davis Smith is a sophomore, so he's trying to run this offense with a lot of other sophomores. That's what Coach Coleman told us, that they're just a very, very young team, and they're just trying to get better every single week. What's interesting is Coach Stidham, minus the sophomores, said the same thing, just getting better every single week. All right, 2nd and 10. Comes out wide. Excellent catch right there. You hear the fans get excited about that. They want to support this team. They want to get into the game. Michael Crutcher with a great catch, but he comes up limping a little bit. Good, solid pass right there by Davis Smith. Crutcher's coming off.
Roberts Toyota is your hometown Toyota dealership in business for 50 years.
I'm sure they're hoping for a lot more of that in the second half. Pulled it down, no place to go.
Smith on the carry.
Good.
By number 3, Austin Macto.
Also, Jake Sentol was in on that tackle. Looked like it was going to open up, but it just didn't. Once they see him tuck it in, they go after him. All right, 2nd and 9. Looks like they're coming, though. Nolensville kind of sneaking up on the line there. Look like they're going to come with a little bit of a blitz. They are. They're coming in with pressure. Nice blocking. Good scheme, good job by Summit protecting the quarterback, picking up that blitz. Sean Nichols with the catch. Excuse me, Sean Mitchell. Enough for a first down, it looks like. Oh, no, they're saying he's a little short. Woo, that is not much. Wow. All right, 3rd and 1. You know, you hate to say with 5 minutes left in the third that this is a big play, but I'm going to say it anyway, this is a big play because Summit needs to keep this going. He's got the speed to get outside. He does. Excellent job. Picks up 5 or so, gets the first down, keeps the ball, keeps it going. Just what Summit needed. Got a score update. Franklin Gallatin at halftime. Franklin's leading Gallatin 14-13, trying to get the 2nd win of the season. That game started at 7:30, so it's just at halftime. All right, Davis Smith has been making some very good decisions on this drive. When to pass, when to pull it down. Let's see if he can continue. Quick handoff, a lot of room there. Good, solid run.
Hunsinger on the carry.
by Jackson Hutzinger. Called his name a few times today. He's done very, very well. The chances he's been given.
Second down.
You know, I'm sure that Coach Coleman's happy with this drive and seeing the offense moving, but the other part of it is this type of drive takes a lot of time off the clock, and being down by 20, it's not quick scores, not getting back into it real fast, and so, but anything right now is good. Another quick reverse, good tackle from the back. Number 1 coming up.
For another Roberts Toyota first down, Spartan.
Number 7, excuse me, not numbers, but there's Caden Woodard came up with a good solid tackle. We got timeout on the field by the refs. Looks like got a little blood, got to get him off. Cleaned up and put him back in. Summit fans, even though they're down 20-0, those kids are still having a good time jumping up and down. How can you not when it's Jersey night? Everybody gets up for Jersey night. First and 10, good run another time. They've really gone to Jackson Hutzinger on this run, on this play. It's about the 3rd or 4th time they've gone to him.
Spartans have entered the Evolve Movement Therapy Red Zone.
He gets to come out and have a little breather. The clock is still running. It's down to, unofficially, I think, it's still being maybe kept on the field. We're not sure, but it's down to around 3 minutes. That's nice setup play right there. They've run that play 2 or 3 times with a quick handoff to the wide receiver. They faked it and went straight up the middle. Quarterback did. Davis Smith and picked up quite a few yards. We got a 3rd and 1. Good run right there. Yeah, down inside the 5. Number 4, Jackson Krinke. Made his way through that defense. This is what Coach Coleman's been looking for all along. Set up the run. The run's been solid in this drive. Really pushing Nolensville defense back. Some misdirections, not knowing where the ball is, really helped out. Here's the important part. Can they punch it in, get that 7, feel like they're back in the game, 20-7. It's a quarterback keep, down to about the 2. Second and goal. Here we go. Let's see. 2nd and 2. Number 4 goes right in. Yeah. There we go. Now we got a game. Summit fans loving it. They finally get something to cheer for. Jackson Krinke with a good carry into the end zone. There's the kind of run game we've been looking for Summit. So with what we believe is a minute 18 left, coming on for the extra point. One of the things Coach Coleman said on the show is had to work a little bit more on the special teams. Looks like they've done that. All right, here we go with the flags going by. It's a great scene. This game is far from being over, especially with that mixed extra point. We got 20-7. I am sure Coach Stidham's telling his offense, just relax, do exactly what you did last time, come out, clock is running, just move down the field, no mistakes, no penalties like they had last time.
Have hail damage, larger dents, creases, or those annoying door dings.
But that was a great drive by Summit. That started on their 25 all the way down, methodical. But again, the only negative would be that it took a lot of time off the clock. But at this point, they like what they see. They know this defense is a solid defense with 4 turnovers yesterday and 1 today, that if they can get that turnover, they're back in the game. Fans are into it. Music's loud. It's a great Friday night in Williamson County. Here we go. We haven't seen that until now from that fan base. Got another score update. Don't know where it is right now, but last time we heard was Centennial 21, Fairview 7. So Centennial leading that game. Flag on the false start. Wow. Pushing them back a little bit. False start on Summit. All right, let's rinse and repeat and do this again. Kicking off from the 35. Last one was a line drive, could not be returned. Let's see if they do the same thing. You know, they had the crowd into it, ready to go, and then the penalty happened and kind of slowed things down, but they're getting back into it now. Low runner. Oh, missed it there. Somebody didn't talk to somebody. Let it go in the end zone. Fortunate that it went in the end zone. 2 Nolensville backs that were there kind of looked at each other and said, "It's you." No, it's you. All right. Can't go wrong with this. So we got about a little over a minute left in the third. Scores 20-7. Nolensville leading Summit. Again, we could not have asked for a better night than tonight. Here on the campus of Summit High School. Got another update. I'll tell you in a second. Oh, that's exactly what the defense, that's what they're going now. Yeah. Summit's feeling a little bit better. Nayland Wolk with the sack, pushes them back. Summit starting to play with a little bit of a swagger they did not have in the first half. We'll see if that makes a big difference here. I did get an update. Brentwood High School losing at halftime, 24-14 to Brentwood Academy. Still a lot of time to be played in that game, though. Another pass to Oliver Bender, who's had a big night tonight. Be interesting to see his stats tomorrow. Gets it out to 3rd and 6. Very manageable.
Spartan fans, it's 3rd down.
Well, Nolensville has not been afraid to pass it on this down long instead of just trying to be safe. Had a lot of good those passing across the middle, especially to Oliver Bender, who's a big target. Spreads out wide, and he catches it. They do have some good receivers. Good solid tackle right there. Number 80, Mock Roar got that pass, tight end, picked up a few extra yards after the pass.
Good for Nolensville first down.
That's a tough play for Summit to take because they had him kind of pinned back there. It was looking strong and then give it up. But this quarterback is so athletic. He can move without the ball, move without anybody coming near him, and just can look down the field, and his arm's strong that he can get it to almost anybody. So we're just short of the 50 at the 48, Nolensville. But 17 seconds left on the clock unofficially. That is the second or third time that they've tried to play that long pass out to Andrew Ryan, and he's just dropped it. I think he's ready to run with that ball before he catches it. And the Summit crowd is letting him know. It's close to a lateral, but it wasn't. A couple of yards down the field. All right, we got 2nd and 10 after the incomplete pass just before the fourth quarter. Turned up the field. That's a big hole right there. Solid first down. Another big run. And again, that looked like just like a simple missed tackle. Another flag goes in late, very late.
After the play, a sportsmanlike conduct, number 55 of the defense. That's a 15-yard penalty from the...
That is not going to make Coach Coleman happy. That's just giving away free yardage right there. Way, way after the play. And that is the end of the quarter. Going into the fourth, Nolensville leading 20-7.
Turn your attention to the 15-yard line for the Costa Vida kick to score for Bogo. A Summit fan is going to attempt a 25-yard field goal.
All right.
And if it's good, every fan here tonight will get a buy one, get one free on.
I hope she's not kicking that barefoot.
Tonight's Costa kicker is Summit Senior.
Oh, she nails it. Sign her up.
It's good.
Ah, what a great kick. Oh, she almost got taken out.
And claim your BOGO deal.
One happy person right there. Solid. That deserves a high five. Bunch of them. Well done. All right, going into the fourth. Kind of the last thing we wanted to see was that late penalty.
Tonight's game is proudly sponsored by Evolve Movement Therapy, locally owned and operated by Jay and Randy N. Sears. Evolve offers services in physical therapy, personal training, sports performance, recovery, trigger point dry needling, and class 4 laser therapy. Go see the team at Evolve today and make the right choice for orthopedic rehab and sports performance.
Another update going in before half. Page scored a touchdown. It's probably halftime there, but they're up 20-7 against Green Hills. A lot of success going around with the football teams in Williamson County. There's Ryan Newell holding on that ball. Again, after contact, he still picked up 2 or 3 yards. Tough to bring down. 2nd and 4. I mean, the contact was just 1 or 2 yards past scrimmage, but he picked up an extra 4 or so just because he is a big, strong kid. Ball is on the 18. 2nd and 4. Nolensville trying to push it in and really make this game kind of out of reach for Summit. Summit needs to do something, get a turnover. Oh, another pass. Again. To Ryan Jones. Just can't bring it in. Oh, excuse me, Dalton Odell. Didn't mean to blame Ryan Jones on that one. But just a couple times these wide receivers, they're really, really good for Nolensville, but they just, I think they're so ready to take off and run, they're just not bringing it in. Something I know Coach Stidham will work on over the week because there looks like there's space out there for them to run. 3rd and 4, a little over 11 left, unofficial time. This is really where Nolensville has hurt the defense from Summit with these 3rd downs. Oh, he just jumped it once again. Can he go the whole way? Looks like he can. Yes, he just jumped that ball. Michael Crutcher, he had 2 last week, he picked up 1 now. Look at this crowd jumping up and down. Now we got a game. They are ready to go now. Michael Crutcher once again saw that pass, took it for a pick 6. And Nolensville was looking so good, felt good, getting close to the end zone, and 1 play later, it is a game. We talked about him at the beginning of the game. He was sort of the emotional leader of this team, and he has brought them back into this game. 20-14 with a little under 11 left. That's that defense that Coach Coleman was talking about. Also, Coach Stidham said the same thing. He said they have such a good defense that they have to be a sound play on offense, and that just let it happen. Here we see again. Oh, he saw it the whole way. You see that replay.
Was up and good.
What a great run back as well.
Your score, Nolensville 20, Summit 14.
All right. This is what we like to see on Friday nights. We like to see a game. Fans jumping up and down, music going. Hope nobody left early because they're missing out on a solid game here at Williamson County on Friday night. We got to see how Nolensville offense comes out. With the time that's left, they start to get a little conservative, start to not pass it as much, kind of take some time off the clock, which kind of goes away with the way they've been playing. Or do they just keep consistently doing what they do? It's a good, solid kick. Out of bounds, though. It's going to give some more yardage to Nolensville. Great to see both fan bases staying in it, not going anywhere tonight. Still lots of time, only down by 6. All right. Ten minutes ago, I'd have told you it wouldn't have been that exciting of an ending. It didn't look like the way it was going, but now we're having it. This should be a great way to end this game with some excitement of what's going to happen. Is defense from Summit going to step up again, make a play, or can Nolensville hold on to that ball, no turnovers, drive down the field, and put this game away? He is wide open. Again, looks like somebody missed something because nobody was within 10, 15 yards of him.
Enough for a Nolensville first down.
That was Caden Woodard. That's a big chunk of yardage right there that they got in one play. From the 35 all the way to the 40 of Summit. 1st and 10. Sure, Coach Stidham would have liked him to stay in bounds, but ran out. Tristan Lixmith on the carry, yeah. He's been going to a lot tonight. He's been the main carrier for Nolensville. Again, I would think that Coach Stidham would be telling him right now, stop running out of bounds. We want to keep it inbounds, keep that clock running, right? Give them as little time as possible to do anything. 2nd and 6. Up the middle, lots of room. Dives for a 1st down, down to about the 25. Another one from Lixmith. Now that's what they want, is that clock running. Again, it's an unofficial time, I think. They're not really, it's not unofficial. They're just running it from the field. We just don't have the 40-second clock going, so that's what we don't know about. There we go. Another run up the middle. Tristan Lixmith picked up about 2.
Tackled by number 16, Dawson Peach. 2nd down 9.
There's the Summit band, keep going, trying to keep their fan base alive, keep the football team supported. That clock is running. And Nolensville is in no hurry whatsoever. Ryan Newell brings them out. Done 2 or 3 runs in a row. Let's see if they kind of surprise them with the pass here maybe. Another run. Only picked up a couple right there. That was Jonathan Wright. It's good defensive stop by Summit. Pushes them to 3rd and 8. Now they got to make a decision on what they want to do. There's the sound that makes us know it's 3rd down. There we go. Fans are back into it. Big 3rd down here. Let's see what Coach Stidham is setting up. It's kind of in between yardage. It's kind of a long field goal if you don't get here. Looks like we got a timeout. Nolensville calls that timeout. Didn't like what they saw.
I've been married a long time ago. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from? Cotton Eye Joe. Get out and remember Cotton Eye Joe. I've been married a long time ago. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from? Cotton Eye Joe.
Last update, about 17 minutes ago, is Page has gotten a big lead against Green Hill. 34-17 with 7:36 left in the 3rd. So Page has got a good solid lead. Appreciate everybody who's staying with us and watching the game. Again, it's exactly what we want. Williamson County, 2 good teams, a solid 5A and 6A team that are consistently going to the state, battling each other until the very end. I think we should be in for a pretty good ending here, we hope. Big play right here for Nolensville, 3rd and 8. See what they do. They've run it the last 3 or 4 times, being conservative. Oh, not sure. Nolensville was looking for a late hit, but there's no flag there. So Ryan Newell comes around, doesn't pick up much. Looks like they're coming in with a kicking team. on the WCTV show, Coach Sidham talked about special teams and how he liked what he saw from his team last week. So we got about again, math is hard. Let's go shopping on this. About a 45-yard kick, maybe. That's what we've got. They need these 3 points. It's a good kick. Does it have enough? Is it in? No good. He misses it. Had plenty of yardage on that. I mean, it was not even close to being short, but just couldn't get it through the uprights. And now we got a lot of energy on the Summit sidelines. They're feeling good with about 8.5 left. Only down by 6. Nolensville's kicker had plenty of leg, plenty, just not the accuracy. Again, Summit's crowd was just non-existent in the first half. Didn't have much to support them with, didn't have much to cheer for, but they got a whole lot down with 8:23 left and only down by 6. Nolensville steps up with a big play. Summit loses about 3 or 4 yards maybe. Could have 2nd and 13 or 14. Let's see. Yeah, 2nd and 14. The bad thing is that clock is running. Nolensville fan base over there, let's lighten up the night with the phones. They're into the game. They're not going anywhere. Oh, they start to die down. There it is. No, missed the tackle. Good, solid run. Ooh, good hit coming in late with number 4. Took him down, but still, good pickup. Shedded off the first 2 tackles. Brendan Balick came in with a big hit at the end. 3rd and 3, very manageable for Summit. Here we go. Let's see what they can do, Coach Coleman. See if Kerry Collins can pull something out of his bag of tricks. He's been around for a long time. He knows what he's doing. Good, nice little simple dump pass down the middle to number 11. Sean Mitchell, the good catch. Just enough to get that first down and keep this drive alive. Clock's running close to 6:30.
1st and 10 Spartans from the 34.
But again, this offense is not one to have big plays. They've got to be methodical going down the field, and the clock is running. A lot of yardage left. They stuffed him at the line. So Davis Smith held on to that ball, picked up just about 1 yard. Again, they don't seem to be in any kind of hurry. Still with 6 minutes left. There's still a lot of time. Coming up to the line with about 5:45 left, 2nd and 9. Just want to secure that ball with whatever you're doing. Don't make a mistake. No penalties. Keep this drive going. Long pass down the middle. He's open. He's open. A great catch. He got behind the DB. Guess who it is? Number 2, Michael Crutcher. He is the big play guy for this team. Huge, just ran right past the DB. He has had a huge night. Kept this team in. Let's just not give it all to Michael Crutcher. Let's make sure we give a lot of props to Davis Smith with that good, solid pass. He hasn't been able to throw the ball down the field too much tonight, but when he has, he's been very accurate with it. Picked up big yardage. 5 minutes left. They're within striking range and inside the 30. Now that's what Summit wants to do. Go into that running offense, push them back. Got plenty of time now. Picked up 5 yards, 2nd and 5. Now they're moving a little quick. You can hear the fan base going crazy because they feel it. They feel a comeback. Good handle by the tough snap. Oh, lots of yardage here. Picked up another first down. That's huge. Jackson Cranky's come in, giving him some life. Yeah, they're in the red zone, close to the red zone, just outside of it. Well, no, they are within the 11. Now they don't. Now Summit doesn't mind the clock running. Now Nolensville's thinking, what are we going to do? It's been a great night between these two teams. These coaches have known each other for a long time. That's a good, strong run right there by Cranky again. They tried to shut it down, but he got 3 or 4 maybe. He's coming off, tapping. Oh, he looks like he's hurt a little bit. Give him some rest. He's had 2, 3 good, strong runs. Maybe he's cramping up. I don't know. But they bring in Hutzinger, so they really don't miss a beat there. Actually, they bring in Charles Williams. It's a quarterback keep. Down within the 2. Big play there to give him a first. They can get to 1st and goal. Just short, it looks like. They pick up 1 more yard, they'll have that first. 3rd and 1. Let's see what happens here. Summit punch it in or get that first. Can Nolensville step up and make a play? Oh, got him. No, he's in the end zone. Good push through. Got an injured player on the field. They're calling for him to get some help. Kind of slows down the excitement, but what a good drive by Summit to tie it up 20-20. It's a nice quarterback keep. They had him behind the line about a yard or 2, but he just was too strong, pushed it through. Looks like everybody's going to go to the sidelines while they look over the injured player. We hope the best. Can't say what happened, but it looked like he was kind of grabbing his knee. So while we're waiting, you look back at this game. Nolensville was up 20-0 at one time. Looked like they had full control. Summit has a good drive, comes down, scores. Next thing you know, pick 6 by the strong leader, Michael Crutcher, senior, 6 foot, 150 pounds. That's good to see him up walking off. Looks like he's doing okay. That's Colt Baggett. Got to make him feel good that he was on the play that scored to tie it up 20-20.
That 2-yard touchdown by Marshall Cooper was brought to you by McDonald's of Spring Hill.
Sam Sklinka coming in for the extra point. This is big. Good snap. It's up. And it is good, and the crowd goes crazy. Totally different sideline right now than what we saw from the end of the first half. 2:28 left. Up by 1. Spartans are feeling very good right now. Fans are going crazy. Still a lot of time left, though. Nolensville has shown they are a high-powered offense, can move the ball down the field. Even though their kicker missed that last field goal, he had plenty of legs, so if they can get close, I'm sure they feel good about what they've got. All right, we couldn't have asked better for this. WCTV football game of the week. It's a great one between these two teams. Again, it doesn't do anything to the standings in 5A or 6A, but just to have a year to know that you were the better team on the second week of football goes a long way for bragging rights. Good solid kick, stays in bounds. It's going to be returned. Let's see if they can get some yards. Big hole there, watch out. Can he beat the kicker? He did, but then he was out. A great return, just what Nolensville wants. Great return from Cole Walker.
Tackled by number 18, Ryan Ellis.
Just made this field a little bit shorter, a little bit more manageable. 2:18 left.
Mention the Summit Kit for BOGO and claim your BOGO deal.
All right, Ryan Newell, who's had a pretty good game over. Really, he's had a great game. Just made that one mistake on the pick six. He kind of showed his cards a little bit. They knew exactly where he was going. Let's see if he can pull this off for Nolensville, or let's see if Summit defense can step up and get another turnover. They come out passing. No one's open. He tiptoed down that lines and picked up 6-7 yards. He's really good around the edge. He looks like he's not going to get much of anything, and he makes that turn and gets 3, 4, 5 yards. Just unexpected. He's got good speed. His 2nd and 2, he picked up 8, a lot more. More tiptoes than I thought. It's a good run for a first down. A lot of yards made and miss. Coach Coleman's not going to be happy about that. Oh, no. He stepped out of bounds? He stepped out of bounds. Boy, but it was the Spartans were fortunate for that because he was all the way in the end zone. Another player down for Summit. That was a really good run. Can't tell who's down right now. That was Tristan Lichtmase again. Oh, he stepped out of bounds just barely. He's up. Oh, we see who it is. Michael Crutcher. And the leader of this team walking off. He's had a hard game. He's played tough. A couple times on some of those big places. He's gotten up and kind of limped, and so I don't know what's going on. But you can hear the fan base. They love him. They know who he is. They know he's a big-time player. Trying to give him a little love as he's walking off the field. Also, you know he doesn't like coming off at this point with just about 2 minutes left. He wants to be on that field battling with his teammates. Cut through, big run. Up the sidelines again. Looks like almost the exact same play for Lichtmase. Hughes, they're definitely within field goal range now. But I'm sure they would love to punch this in the end zone and make a statement. because their kicker kicked it from about the 35 and had plenty of distance. Minute 56 left. Nolensville down by 1. Tell you what, Michael Crutcher's back out there. He is not wanting to go down easy. He's going to be supporting his team. Here we go. Again, let's say picked up about 2, 3. At this point, they don't mind that. I think they have confidence in that kicker, but without a doubt, they'd like to get it in the end zone. That clock's running. They're not going to. Doesn't look like Summit's going to stop it.
Our post-game stats recap will be brought to you by the Bone and Joint Institute, Summit's official sports medicine provider. Visit us at boneandjointtn.org.
We're down under 130, 2nd and 7. They've been running that left side. Watch out, he's got a lot of space. Knocked out of bounds at about the 2. Guess who knocked him out?
10,
Michael Crutcher. So minute 11 left. The clock stopped. They're in good field position. Ooh, didn't see that flag. That's a big, big penalty right there, holding. Pushes them back to the 19-yard line. Looked like they were within the 2-3 yards. They are just wearing out that left side. It's like they're just telling Summit, here it comes. Summit struggling a little bit to get it stopped. 3rd down. We got a timeout with Summit. Makes sense. This is a big play. It's interesting to see what Coach Stidham kind of calls up here because, you know, 3rd and 18 is, you don't want to make a mistake like you did last time and have somebody jump the route if you're passing it. Do you play conservative and trust your kicker to come out and win the game? Or not, you know, at least not win the game, but at least go up and make it harder on Summit to score? Or do you go for it, try to get in the end zone and make it a larger point spread than what they're expecting? So Nolensville's coming out. Summit going to come after him. Here we go. All right, this is why we come out and watch these games right here. Big play. It's a pass to the end zone. No good. It was a great pass, but it was brought out. We couldn't bring it brought down by Oliver. So they're going to bring on the kicking group.
That'll bring up 4th down.
Was not a bad play decision. Go to the corner. Oliver Bender is a tall kid. He could have gone up there and got it, but Summit made the play. This is it right here for Nolensville. They got to have this with only a minute left. They don't get this. It'd be kind of easy for Summit to just run out the clock. Shouldn't have any problem getting it there. It's up, and it is good. Nolensville crowd goes crazy. Quiet on the sidelines for Summit. There's only 57 seconds left. Great drive by Nolensville there, led by Ryan Newell. With only 57 seconds left, up 23-21. Makes it a little bit harder for Summit, but we've seen them have those big plays when they're necessary. Going to Michael Crutcher down the middle, but you know Nolensville is going to be defending that. They're going to have lots and lots of guys back, not giving up the big play. With that being said, who knows, maybe something short across the middle or a quick little run can pick up a lot of yardage with so many players being back. But we have to wait and see how Nolensville's going to set up this after the kick. Summit just needs to make sure they don't make any mistakes, pull that ball in, secure it. Even with a loss for either one of these teams, they got to feel real good about this game going up against a tough opponent. Really kind of getting the offense going for both sides. Defensive stepping up at certain times. So kind of knocking the cobwebs off of the summer with the second game. They got to feel a little bit better about where they are. Good, solid kick. Return, no, it's not returned, but deep in the end zone. Almost out. Makes it a little bit harder for Summit right there with 57 seconds left. Summit fan base, student body, still in it, still want to see something big. I look across the way and I see Nolensville's fan base. They're still here, still jumping up and down. It's great to see. All right. Let's see what Summit can do with this time left. Don't take a sack there. Just threw it away. Smart play. You don't want to take that sack. Better to be 2nd and 10 than 2nd and 18 or 19. But with only rushing 3 or 4, they got a lot of pressure on him. Looked like Summit was also sending all those wide receivers kind of long, which means he's got to have time to get it down the field. If Nolensville's defensive front can get pressure on him early, it's hard to do. We got 4 out wide, 5 out wide now. Only 3 rushing for Nolensville. Dumped it off. Really no place to go. Good tackle right there. Gain about 4.
His pass to Crutcher complete.
Timeout quick by Summit. They didn't want to lose any more time off that clock.
Summit, their second timeout of the half.
Oh, it's time to jump around. Nolensville's first one out. Got it set. Feeling pretty confident about this. They got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys back. Protecting that long play. Don't want anything big over the top. They've been beaten twice, both times by Michael Crutcher on those long balls down the middle. So we got 44 seconds left, 2nd and 6. Summit's trying to do something down by 2. Oh, he had him open, had a chance. 14 just couldn't make the catch.
Mid pass to Hunsinger, incomplete.
Hutzinger just couldn't pull that in. Still 3rd. Let's see, 3rd and 6. That would have been plenty of yardage for a first down, maybe a little bit more. Summit comes to the line, needing a big play here, 3rd and 6. Got to get to that first down at least to keep going. 40 seconds left. Lots of space, lots of time. He's going long. Threw it up for Michael Crutcher. Picked off by Nolensville. Looks like that'll be the game. Should just take a knee if he's smart, and he does. With 30 seconds left, I understand why you're going for Michael Crutcher. He's a big-time player, but there were 3-4 guys back there. Any one of them could make the interception. Still, Summit should not be hanging their head. Came back from down by 20, second half. Really made this a ball game. Two very good teams that are going to be successful for the rest of the season. No reason to hang your head. Nolensville's got to feel good about what they've done with that last drive. I know there's a lot of respect on the sidelines for each other. Coach Derek still being on the sidelines, just the opposite side. Probably makes Nolensville feel good about themselves. Should be a easy end to the game here with only 30 seconds left. Just protect that ball, take a knee. Coach Tidham doesn't like something he sees. This is interesting. Wow. He didn't like the formation or how it was set up. He's making sure nothing happens. No mistakes. That's smart to go ahead and take that timeout. Well, with 30 seconds left, just going to see this out. It's been a great Friday night. WCTV crew's done a great job again, as always, bringing the game to you guys. Crew on the sidelines have done a great job. All right, Nolensville coming back out. Let's see if they got it set up the way they want to. They do. Takes that quick knee, and the clock runs. All right. What a great, great second week of high school football here on the Summit campus. WCTV will be back next week with Columbia Central versus Independence. Come back and watch that game. Coach Stidham, Coach Coleman probably meeting us at the midfield. A lot of respect for each other. Again, what a great night. We end Nolensville Knights 23, Summit Spartans 21. Clarke, Oldham, and WCTV crew saying grab a great night and safe travels. See you next Friday.